Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual person, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. Ask Luna, what do you want as your birthday gift? I want a child, nothing else. But how do I tell him that his ruthless alpha is so broken I can give him whole world except the child? He conquered kingdoms, ruled empires, but failed to give his mate the one thing he truly desired: a child. In the grand courtyard in the palace, Omegas, Alphas, and Betas were gathered for a monthly pack celebration. Jimin, the Luna of the pack, stood beside Alpha Yungi, leader of the pack, adorned in elegant white robe and gold ornaments. Omega 1 smiled to Jimin. Our Luna looks radiant today. The moon truly favors him. Omega 2 bowed with fake smile. If only all Omegas had such grace. We are blessed truly. Jimin smiled politely, bowing his head slightly, but his fingers trembled around the globe he held. Some Omegas were whispering behind the pillars. Omega 3 whispering mockingly, graceful, he is useless. What's a Luna who can't give his alpha an hair? Omega 4 snickered, moon blessed? More like moon cursed. Maybe the moon forgot to give him a worm. Yungi overheard the last line from afar. His eyes narrowed, but he said nothing and turned away quietly. Jimin came in the garden later, alone watering moonflowers. A young Omega from the lower rank approached him. Young Omega shyly, Luna, do pups really come from love? Jimin smiled. Sometimes, but sometimes even love needs a little miracle. Young Omega hugged him tightly. Luna, you are so beautiful. Alpha must be love you so much. Jimin, you should ask this question from Alpha Yungi. Young Omega, Luna, you are so beautiful. Then why don't you have pup? All the wolves have pup except Luna. Why? Jimin didn't know what to say, so he stayed silent. Luna, did Moon punish you? Jimin looked at the other side. Luna, apologize to Moon. Moon will take back your curse and bless you with lots of pups. Hugged him tightly and left. Young Omega happily ran from there. Jimin's smile faded as he looked down at the flowers, blinking rapidly to hold back his tears. Arthur. No one saw the way the whispers bled into his soul, or how the words twisted like knives in the silent heart. He was the Luna of the pack, mate of ruthless and powerful Alpha, blessed with beauty, with brain from Moon, but still people mocked him for being childless. Time skipped at midnight. It was the midnight. The palace garden was bathed in silver moonlight. Everything was still. Crickets hummed softly. A faint breeze rustled the petal of glowing moonflowers. Jimin was sitting on a stone bench in his night robe, barefoot, arms wrapped around his knees. His eyes were red and puffy, face was glowing faintly under the moon. When the palace sleeps, the Luna prays, not for power, not for riches, but for a miracle his body could no longer give. Jimin looked up at the moon with trembling lips. A tear rolled down his cheek. Moon, I have done everything right. I have served, obeyed, loved. Then why? Why can't I give him what he deserves? Cracked voice. I don't want the throne. I don't want praise. Just one pup, please. Not for me, for my alpha, my pack. They need an heir who can carry forward Alpha Yunki's lineage. It hurts, Moon. It hurts so much in front of my eyes. All the Omegas got pregnant and gave birth 4 5 pups at the same time. Here is me, who named as Moon Luna, couldn't give birth a single pup even after so many years of mating. Why? What sin have I ever attempted? If I committed any sin, then punish me. Why are you punishing Alpha Yungi and whole pack? He deserves to be called Data. I never asked anything. Just give me only one pup. Earlier, only Omegas mocked me, but now young Omegas are also started questioning. I don't have answer of their questions. Omegas are blessed to breed throughout their life. Then why only am I deprived of this blessing? At least tell me my sin. Do I really have any curse? Am I really a curse, Luna? Did I really ruin Alpha Yunki and Peg's future because of my curse? I never said, but I do hurt. Their taunts praised my soul. All the time I smiled and ignored, but now I can't do this. I can't live with this guilt. It's eating me from inside. But see how helpless alone am I. I can't even die because Alpha Yungi's life is knotted with me. If I die, he too will die within a few days. I can't tell him to mate again with other Omega because in our world mating happens only for one time. Why did you make such rule? Why are you making everyone suffer just because of me? Moon, answer me. He slowly lowered his head into his arms, sobbing silently. He didn't want anyone hears his crying and makes fun. He was a loner. He couldn't even cry by his will. The only sound of the wind and the soft flutter of leaves were coming. He was crying like there was a no tomorrow. Alpha Yunki came there while searching him. He found him sitting on the stone bench under the moonlight. He thought Jimin was taking energy from moonlight as today was his birthday. It was the ritual. He went to him and stood behind him. Yungi, cold, sharp voice. Luna, you are here. I was searching you in whole pack. Jimin hurriedly wiped his tears. Alpha, what are you doing here? You should have slept by now. Yungi, what happened to your voice, Luna? Jimin, nothing, Alpha. Yungi, what nothing? It became harsh and raspy. Jimmy, Dad, I'm sitting here from quite a long time, so maybe it happened. Yoongi, placed the flower crown on his head. Luna should always be in crown. Don't you know this? Jimin, sorry. Yoongi went to him and bent down on his knees. Happy birthday, Luna. Tell me, what do you want? On this birthday, your Alpha can give you anything. Jimin, still looking down. Anything, Alpha? Yoongi placed his right index finger under his chin and made him look up. He softly pulled his lower lip and kissed him gently. Jimin didn't stop him. He let him do whatever he wanted. After a few minutes, he pulled back. Yoongi, this was your first gift from your Alpha. Jimin, look down. Thank you, Alpha. Yoongi, only thank you. I told you to ask your birthday gift. I can give you anything. Tell me what you want. Ornaments, palace, clothes. Ask. Your Alpha can give you anything. Jimin looked at him with his already red and puffy eyes. I don't want any ornament, please, palace, and clothes. I don't want anything from you except a child, a pup who can call me Mama, and you, Dada, whom I can hold without any fear, who makes me run behind himself in whole palace, who falls in the hallway while running and cry and laugh at the same time, who can become the hair of our back. Just one pup, Alpha, just one, I promise. I will never ask anything whole life. Just give me the happiness of becoming Mama. Yoongi wiped his tears. Luna. Jimin. Alpha, no sympathy and sweet words. Just tell me you can give me this or not. Yoongi clenched his fist and slowly shook his head. No, Luna, this isn't in my hand. You also know this. Jimin harshly pushed him and he fell. What type of Alpha are you? Did I ask anything wrong? Did I ask anything which is beyond your limits? You are a powerful Alpha. You can do anything but can't fulfill your mate's simple wish. Through the flower crown, I don't want anything. I just want a child. If you can't give me that, then leave me alone. Yoongi didn't say anything and left from there. He knew Jimin was overwhelmed. He wasn't in his right sense. First time he pushed his Alpha, shouted on him, threw his gift, and told him to leave him alone. Yoongi came to his room and stood in the balcony. He was looking at Jimin. First time tear formed in his eyes. First time he was unable to hold his emotion. First time he felt something is piercing his soul. Jimin's every tear was killing him. He was so helpless. Tears rolled down on his cheeks. Yoongi, I'm sorry, Luna. Your Alpha can give you whole kingdom, whole universe happiness, but can't give you a child. I know you are going through so many things. You endured everyone's taunt and with a smile, but never complained. You never asked anything for you. For the first time, you asked something from me, but I'm so broken to give you that. First of all, why am I so helpless, Moon? Why? At least show me the way by which I can heal him. He doesn't deserve it. He's an innocent, poor him. He still didn't know that he became the victim of big conspiracy which when he just came to palace. How can I tell him that he can never get pregnant because he became infertile? I still remember that incident. It was a celebration time. Pax Luna entered. Everyone was so happy, but flashback started. Yungi, standing outside of the room. Doctor, what happened to him? How did he suddenly passed out? And what was that white foam which was coming from his mouth? Is he alright? Doctor, did you both already meet? Yungi, not yet. But what happened? Doctor, have you had any physical touch like kissing or anything? Yungi, no, we were just talking. I went to blow the candles, and when I came back, he was on laying on the bed and white foam was coming from his mouth. Doctor, did you inform anyone else? Yungi, no, I directly called you. But what happened? Why are you asking this many questions? Why aren't you telling me he is fine or not? Doctor, Alpha, now what I'm going to tell you, listen carefully. Luna has been given a drug, a rare drug, due to which he has lost his fertility. I'm sorry to say, but now he can never get pregnant. He became infertile. Yungi, shocked and trembled a little. What? No, 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 this can't be possible. He is an Omega. Moon blessed Omega. He has Moon's blessing. He can't be infertile. Omega can give birth through their life. Infertility happens only in human world, not in our. You didn't check him properly. You are talking rubbish. I will take him to any good doctor. You are just good for nothing. Doctor, Alpha Yungi, he has been given rare drug. None of doctor can treat him. His worm got destroyed. He can't have pups. I think during celebration time someone gave him the drug by mixing it in his food. There was lots of gas. This must be your rival pack's work. They wanted to stop you by destroying your lineage. A big conspiracy has been hacked against you. Luna became the victim. Flashback ended. Yungi, while looking at Jimin, he didn't even know the truth but still blamed himself. I can't tell him this because he won't bear this pain. He will die. Looked at Moon and kneeled down. Moon, see the most dangerous and powerful Alpha who never believed in fate now bowing to you both and begging for some miracle. Please have some mercy on him. He is an innocent. Time skipped after 2 days. Yungi took Jimin in a forest. Here was no one, no crown, no maid, no royalty. There was only Yunmin, not Alpha, Luna. Yungi made a house and Jimin was sitting near the waterfall and looking at water. He was dead from inside. Yungi wanted to divert his attention. He wanted to give him the reason to live. Jimin was silent. Yungi was trying to make dinner. He didn't know how it works. He touched the hot pot and screamed. Yungi screamed, Ah! Jimin ran to him. Alpha! Show me your finger. Put his finger in his mouth. Yungi smiled. I'm fine. Patted his cheek and took take back his finger. Jimin, mad. What are you doing? Yungi, what? I'm trying to prepare food. Aren't you hungry? Jimin, have you ever prepared food before? Yungi, no, but we have to do something. We need food to survive. Jimin, move aside. I will do it. Yungi, do you know cooking? Jimin, no, but I will try. Yungi held his hands. Jimin, this forest didn't care for bloodlines. It didn't care for power. It didn't care for throne. It didn't care for anything. It only believes in giving, not taking. You know what? Everything happened in this world just for a reason. Every pain has a reason. I'm sure if we don't get a pup Then definitely it must be Moon's plan. We have to trust on it. If we don't get pup, then it's fine. I don't care. Don't blame yourself. Maybe there is something lack in me. That's why you can't get pregnant. Together we are complete. If we get a pup, then it's a bonus. See, nature won't stop blessing us after the disaster. I'm with you. You aren't alone. Stop blaming yourself. It's not your fault. Jimin hugged him tightly. I'm sorry, Alpha. I pushed you, I shouted on you, threw your gift, told you to leave me. Yoongi, it's alright. You can compensate with 1-2 KK. Jimin didn't let him complete his sentence and pulled him in a kiss. Sometimes you don't need any fancy words, you just need a shoulder to rely on which you can release your pain. Jimin has that shoulder. Time skipped after 3 months. 3 months passed. Jimin was fine now. Yunmin spent their lives beautifully. 3 months. Yunmin were heading back to their palace. They were walking along a quiet path near a river bank, collecting wild herbs. Suddenly, they heard little babies loud crying. They stopped at their place. Yoongi held Jimin's hand and tightly and took out his sword. Jimin, Yoongi, did you hear the voice? Yoongi, I heard. Be careful and stay behind me. It can be a trap. Jimin, okay. They both followed the voice and reached at the big tree. They saw an Omega was laying on the ground. He was covered with blood. They were searching the baby. They could hear his voice but couldn't see him. Yoongi gently removed the Omega by his sword and found a newborn pup was crying in tree's small hole. He was covered with blood. Seemed like Omega gave him birth and hid him here and protected him by his body. Yoongi carefully picked the newborn pup and searching his dad. They both searched a lot, his dad and Peck, but couldn't find him. It started getting dark. Yoongi sat near the river and cleaned the newborn pup. Jimin, Yoongi, it's getting dark. It's not safe to leave him here alone. Yoongi, while wrapping him by his clothes. I know, we aren't going to leave him here. Jimin, then Yoongi bent on his one knee and gave pup to him. You asked a pup from me as your birthday gift now. See, he is your birthday gift. Our pup, our hair. Jimin hugged the pup with teary eyes. Our pup? Yoongi stood up. Yes, our. Time skipped after few months. Jimin, while running in the hallway holding a small cape. Where did this boy go? Yoongi saw him and came there. Luna, now why are you running? Jimin showed him a small cape. See this, all the preparation of crown ceremony has done, but this boy is missing. Yoongi smiled and pulled him in a tight hug. See there, Luna, our little storm is chasing butterflies. Jimin face palmed himself. This boy again dirties his clothes. You know, Alpha, I changed his clothes 3 times and again he dirtied his clothes. Yoongi, it's okay, Luna. Just see his beautiful smile. Jimin shouted, Cookie, come here, fast. Cook looked at him and smiled. Mama, Tata. Jimin, come fast, we are getting late. Yoongi, Luna, for this day Moon stayed as childless. If we have our own child, then we can never give him the love. We treat him as secondary. Jimin looked at him. You are right. Everything happens for a reason. If we hadn't gone to forest, then we wouldn't have gotten this precious blessing in our life. Cook ran to them. Mama, Mama, Tata, Tata. Fell on the floor. Yunmin went to him. Cookie. Cook stood up while smiling brightly. Hee 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 hee. Cookie Sati. Yunmin smiled and ruffled his hairs. They changed his clothes and took him to court. Today was his crown ceremony, as Omega's pregnancy stayed only for 3 months, so nobody doubted on Cookie. Everyone accepted him. Cookie was sitting on his small throne in full black outfit, looking exactly like his dada, Alpha Yungi. He was having a cute pout, thinking himself serious as his dada, but looking so cute with crown. Jimin silently wiped his tears. My baby. Yungi placed his hand on his shoulder. No, our crown prince, our heir, our Cookie. Love isn't defined by blood, but by the heart that chooses to stay. True strength lies not in dominance, but in silent sacrifices and quiet protection. Even a world that degrades softness, kindness remains the bravest act. Sometimes destiny doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you need. Accept it and live happily. The end. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. It was the requested story for one shot. I hope I didn't disappoint you. Originally, it was requested for the series, but I know views won't come on series. I made 10 parts long series, but it didn't perform well. I don't want to waste my time and energy on those things which I know you won't appreciate it. Previous story also didn't perform well. I knew it before making it that it wouldn't get views, but as it was requested, so I made it. That was the highly recommended topic. Spicy stories often get more views, but as I uploaded that, so it didn't get views. Never mind, I knew YouTube will never let me grow. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.